Alright guys, I need your attention if you are holding the coin Monkeys, one that I think is going to go on to do 30x to 100x to as high as over 1000x. It's a crazy early opportunity. It's one with risk, but with massive rewards should it pay off and if we're right here. So I'm going to give you a full breakdown on what is happening right now. If you're holding this coin, you absolutely have to watch this video, or else what you hold, what you think you hold, may literally be worth zero. Zero if you don't pay attention to this video. So I'm going to update you in case you have not been in the Monkeys Telegram. So it's super important you know there are going to be a lot of scams out there right now. There are going to be a lot of people trying to take your money. Okay, so you need to know what is the correct source. You need to know what is the correct address. You need to know what is the correct Telegram and what is the correct Twitter account for the actual Monkeys token. Okay, so let's start off with the Monkeys token. Okay, Monkeys token is this one right here. It's literally at Monkeys Token on Twitter. There's a fake Monkeys account with like 6,000 followers. The one with 6,000 followers is the fake one, okay? And through this official Twitter account, you will find the official Telegram link, monkeys_ERC, okay? So look at this. If you go Monkeys ERC, look at this. You are going to find a fake version of the group, botted with 3,000 members, and guess what these guys are doing? I mean, complete scammers. These guys right here, check this out, are giving you a link, a malicious link to steal your coins. Okay, it's somewhere in here I saw. So do not go to the wrong group. Do not go to the wrong place, or you are gonna get scammed. All right. So this is completely botted. Don't go to the wrong community. Go to monkeys_ERC. Okay. So see this? Monkeys backup entry, monkeys_ERC. The reason we made a backup Telegram was because the original one got deleted. And this is why this was the backup Telegram and this is now the main one because that main one got deleted. Okay, you'll come here, you'll verify, start, verify, bam. Okay, we're going to join this baby and you will see that I am in there, okay, on my other Telegram account, and I'm logging in with this one right now to show you guys, okay, the process. So verifying your login, I think either my internet's shit or something here. It should take a second to load. I do have, on this computer I'm currently recording this video, it's extremely old computer. It's a 2015 computer, so it's, you know, not the best necessarily, but fuck it. We're gonna wait for that to load. So I'm going to explain to you then, guys, what is basically happening. So basically what happened, guys, is the original developer who launched Monkeys, okay, we call him the Chinese farmer. Okay, this Chinese farmer is what we'll refer to him as, was selling and dumping into everybody, okay? And basically what he did was he sold all his tokens, and this includes the tokens that would have been used for marketing for the project. You see, because the original developer dumped everything, all the tokens, well, there's $0 left for marketing for this project. You see? Does it make sense? So because the original developer was a bad guy who fucking did that, there's $0 for marketing, and that is why at this point, right, the project needs, well, either to, one, ask people for donations to a multi-signature marketing wallet, or you don't need to ask people for donations if we relaunch the contract to an upgraded version, one that is not made by the scammy Asian China, you know, the scammy guy that freaking dumped into everyone here, because this guy who dumped in everyone, guys, we'd be above an 8 million market cap right now if it wasn't for that guy dumping into everyone. He was paying for Dex Tools trending while he was dumping on everyone, okay? So basically the original developer dumped on everyone, okay, guys? And you don't have to take my word for it. Not only did he dump all his tokens, he then deleted the Telegram and ran, okay? So for that reason, we have two options. One, you ask the community to donate money to a marketing wallet, right? Because as you can see, look at Floki, right? Floki is literally stamped onto Dex Tools. And they have a slogan, Miss Shib, get Floki, right? They are all over the place. They are on Twitter, they are on Dex Tools, it's an important thing to have a social media presence, especially get paid traffic as a meme coin, because from your paid traffic, you will then get natural traffic from the paid traffic, right? As people find out about SHIB, as people find out about Floki, more people find out about it. And if you cut off paid traffic, you cut off traffic that comes from the paid traffic, which is a big part of how these things go viral and spiral upwards, right? So keep that in mind. So as you can see, Floki, how do you think they get that money from marketing? Well, actually, it's funny because the same exact thing happened to Floki when they launched. Okay, they also basically ran into the same situation. Bad developer launches the token, and the same thing happens. And so that is why they migrated. Okay, so check this out, guys. Right, copy paste this right here, and you will see the same exact thing happen to Floki. Basically, once again, like I said, bad developer, bad intentions, and then the community takes over. So the original Floki, guys, was this. Floki made a new token swap to a new contract. Don't buy this token. Okay, find the new token here. Okay, this is exactly what is planning to happen for Monkeys. All goes well. Okay, and then, see, they migrated from the bad contract over to the new and good contract. Okay, so as you can see, they have a 0.3% buy and sell tax, which is what enables them with large amounts of volume, right? A tiny little tax to get the marketing that they need to really blow up. Okay, that's important because, once again, the original Monkeys launched with 0 tax, right? And that's completely cool, and that's how I prefer it. The problem is, right, the original developer sold and dumped all tokens that could have been used for marketing. So there is $0 for marketing, and that's why Monkeys is going to take the same approach that Floki did, right? Relaunch the contract with a baked-in tiny tax so we don't have to depend on anyone to donate money for marketing, so that the community can operate on its own and in a more autonomous way instead of asking people for donations. That's the thing. You ask people to donate, nobody's going to fucking donate. But if you just bake it into the contract, no one has to ask. No one has to go through the hassle of sending money and donating money. It's just going to be done for everyone. So it's going to make everyone's life easier. It's going to make the success of the project better because at this point there's $0 for marketing because of the original Chinese farmer, as we refer to him as, okay? Because he dumped everything. And that's why you see these pumps. We were pumping up to 5 million market cap right off the gate. Meanwhile, this guy was paying for Dex Tools trending and dumping into everyone. He sold all his tokens, deleted the Telegram, and ran. He left. He ran, okay? So keep that in mind. We are basically restarting a community takeover of Monkeys, right? Relaunching with a better team, better people, better intent, and with a more sustainable contract. Basically copying the textbook play from Floki here and what they did after the same start for them basically happened, okay? So now that you understand why relaunch to a V2 version of this contract, why would you do that? Hopefully that answers that question. And now we can get into what you need to do to migrate to V2 version of this contract, like Floki ditched the original contract to go to the upgraded contract, okay? So what are we going to need to do that? Well, first, make sure you come over to the correct Telegram channel, which is monkeys_ERC, right? Not monkeys ERC like the old scam one that I showed you. No, monkeys_ERC. Remember, people are going to be reaching out to you. They're going to be sending you scam links, malicious links that are going to try to steal your coins through this migration process because, quite literally, migrating here, right, if you have $1,000 worth of Monkeys today, I truly believe that's going to be worth $20,000+ later. So if you don't migrate correctly, guys, you're throwing away a 20x plus here, okay? Now I want you to know that I have stepped up to help Monkeys after what's happened with this Chinese fucking farmer dumping on everyone. I've stepped up. Myself and Lix are now actually going to have a signature in the multi-signature marketing wallet. So you can rest assured that no one is just going to run off with this tiny little baked-in tax for marketing, okay? And let me tell you the alternative. The alternative was $0 for marketing, a Chinese farmer dumping all the tokens that could have been used for marketing. Now at least you have me and Lix controlling a 2 signatures of the multi-signature wallet for the marketing. So that money can't go nowhere unless me and Lick sign off on that and give the approval. Now that money, obviously, for marketing would be used for Twitter posts, YouTube videos, Dex Tools, stamps like this, or Dex Tools trending and things like that, right? So it's going to go a long, long way, and you don't have to ask people to donate, okay? So hopefully that'll make sense to you, and that's all explained. Now, once again, getting back to how do we migrate from this original Monkeys token to the V2 version? Okay, once again, first off, join the correct Telegram group, bro. We are running video chats or voice chat. It's not a video chat, it's a voice chat. You can join this voice chat. You can talk to us. We will tell you everything. We'll help you as best as we can, okay, to get through this migration process, just like Floki did, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the next big meme in the making. I truly believe that. I would not be here if I didn't think that, okay? We're truly in a time where I truly believe $1,000 in is $20,000 plus out if you can make it to the V2 version and do this right. Okay, so you're going to have 24 hours, okay, to send basically V1 tokens to this contract deployer address. And this contract deployer address is going to send you V2 version of the Monkeys token, which will be basically V2 is the relaunched contract, the upgraded contract. So basically, you're sending in this bullshit Floki to get the real Floki now, is what we're doing, because the community has collectively decided that we need to move from this contract to this contract, because this contract is not going to serve us best for the future at this point, right? All the tokens were dumped by the original developer. There's $0 for marketing. That's why we need to, bam, move over to something like this, okay? So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're so lucky that Floki has laid out the blueprint, that Floki had the same start, and they figured out the solution, and we get to basically copy that solution. So it's beautiful. It's great. Now, once again, go to the correct Telegram. You're going to click on here, okay, and you are going to go to the pin message, guys. The pin message, I think because I have an old version of Telegram, it's not really set up the way it should be. But basically, you go to the pin message inside of Telegram here. And when you go to the pin message, it's going to be this message right here. Relaunch of Monkeys token plan. New deployer is set up, and you have until Saturday, 4 p.m. Universal Time, which is tomorrow, to send your tokens in. This starts now. Okay, so that's why I'm doing my job of making this video. I'm going to post on Twitter, update you guys on this process so nobody misses it. Okay, because basically what's going to happen is everyone who sends their V1 version of the token is going to get the V2 version of the token. Okay, and as you send in your V1 version of the token, okay, from my understanding, the V1 version of the token is going to be dumped and sold to get Ethereum for the next liquidity pool of V2 version of the contract, right? So basically, you are dumping all the V1 version to get Ethereum to then put that Ethereum towards the V2 version liquidity pool of the contract, as then the Monkeys V2 will be airdropped to you, right? And that's how we'll have the pair of basically the V2 now. Does it make sense? So basically, anything here on this V1 contract is going to be dumped. It's going to be sold to gain Ethereum for liquidity for our new token contract address. As a community, we're doing this, okay? The community has collectively voted that this is the best step and this is the best plan of action going forward, okay? So we're so damn early, guys. We're 2,000 holders in. Basically, what we're doing is we're setting this up for holders number 3,000 to 100,000 plus, right? We're the very few people who have to go through this migration process so that the people of the future don't have to go through that. And I bet you didn't know that Floki went through the same dilemma when it launched, right? And that's a beautiful thing, is only the first people into Floki knew that was happening. And then all the people who came now, like, I didn't know Floki had to go through the same shit when it launched, right? So now people don't have to deal with that because now they are just on a sustainable, good contract that was not screwed or sabotaged by, in this case, a Chinese farmer. Okay, and that's what we refer to him as, because basically he was like a 26-year-old guy from China who launched the original Monkeys, and he was not willing to spend a single dollar on marketing, and he kept telling everyone he was poor. And there's messages, if you go look in Telegram, there's messages of him saying, "I want to die. I'm a poor guy. I don't want to spend a single dollar in marketing. So you can go see those messages for yourself. Okay, and the guy's English was broken. He was clearly not fit to be running the next literally $100 million+ meme. Literally, this is in my opinion, is Floki all over again. Biggest meme ability. It's got Elon list, his Twitter list, right? So this has all the ingredients to literally explode from a 1 million market cap to 20 million plus, 30 million plus, 50 million plus, 100 million plus. Guys, that's a 20 to a 30 to a 50 to a 100x plus here. I truly believe it. Once we migrate over to V2, and as you'll see, once Floki migrated over to V2, there was way more trust, a more sustainable contract, and a better team of people with good intent behind it. And then Floki goes on to absolutely run and kill it. The same thing is about to happen here, guys. And so I have stepped up now to help the Monkeys team, okay? And I could tell you that from what I see being on the inside, okay, I truly believe the migration process will go well, and that the main developer right now, okay, his name is Jay. He is doxxed and he lives in Connecticut. And he is known for being anti-scam, anti-rug, and he actually has a Telegram channel of over 4,000 people, basically because of that. So you can go check him out on socials, and he's a known person in the space, and so he will be helping redeploy and relaunch Monkeys. So I do believe we're in good hands here. At the same time, I cannot control that man, right? I cannot control Jay, the well-known person who is going to be helping relaunch this, right? I cannot control him. I can only observe the situation, make my analysis, and act based on what I know. And what I know is that consensus is move over to V2. So if majority of people are going to be migrating to V2, and those tokens are going to be dumped onto the V1 market, then V1 is going to be screwed. So if V1 is going to be screwed, you kind of have no choice but to take the leap, trust the credible people that are trying to help lead this to V2, like Floki, okay? And trust that they have good intent, which, once again, he's a known person, doxed person in Connecticut, and he's known for being anti-rug, anti-scam, right? So he has his own Telegram channel for that. So basically, I believe we're in good hands. At the same time, we have to understand we cannot control another person, and that is something we have to know, is we cannot control him. So in theory, he could go and he could fuck us, he could scam us, and that is totally possible. And at the end of the day, what you need to understand is the community and the consensus has decided to trust him in going to V2. So basically, V1 is fucked. So you got to really take the leap to V2, right? Because if you don't take the leap to V2, well, V1 tokens, everyone who sends their V1 tokens to go to V2, well, those V1 tokens are going to be dumped onto here to gain liquidity for V2 of the pool, right? So, guys, you just have to make the most logical, sound decision that you can with the information you're given, with the information we're given, with the information we know, and with the decision that the community of over 600 plus people has decided to do. This is the most logical decision, and this is the one that makes sense, because V1 is fucked. You kind of have to take the leap to V2, okay? So, there you go, guys. Basically, what you'll do is you will send your V1 monkeys. Okay, so if you are holding monkeys right now, you will send it to this address right here. Okay, and I'm going to publicly do this right now with you guys. I'm going to publicly do this with you right now. And this will be either a public embarrassment or a public legendary moment where I'm going to go on to do 20 to 30 to 50 to 100x. Guys, I am now helping Monkeys. I'm now helping, and you can consider me a core part of the team. Now, Monkeys is not my number 1, not my number 2, not my number 3, 4, or 5 priority. I have other things that are my priority, but I will be there to help. I will be one of the signatures for the wallet, okay? And I will be there to guide them, make the best decisions possible for this meme coin, okay? And the only reason I would do that and take any part in this is because I truly believe that this is a 20 to 30 to 50 to 100x plus in the making. I truly believe this is that coin. It is the next one. It is that next Floki. It is that next SHIB. It is that next, that next Dogecoin. Like the next one that you hear on the news that blows up and people make, 1,000x, and, some, college kid put in, $1,000 and he came out the other side with $1,000,000. I truly believe this is that coin. Now, of course, objectively, the probability of calling that is very low because there's only been 4 or 5 of those in a sea full of like 10,000 plus meme coins. There's only been 5 of that have truly went on to make it big. Well, I think I'm about to call the 5th or the 6th one, right? Because think about it. You have Floki that made it big. You have Shiba Inu that made it big. You have Dogecoin that made it big. And, you have a couple other competitors who have kind of made it. So objectively, out of like 10,000 plus coins, only 3 to 4 have really made it. Well, I think we're about to nail the 4th one that's going to make it, the 5th one that's going to make it. Of course, like I said, the objective probability of nailing that is low, but I truly believe all the ingredients are here. The market cap is at a point that makes so much logical sense. Elon has a Twitter list based on monkeys. We know that there's going to be likely Neuralink monkey test here coming up in the future, and Elon's likely going to be posting those test results and or not necessarily test results, but posting about that. And a beautiful thing here is that this token is going to be donating to monkeys rehabilitation, if I said that word correctly, rehab basically. Okay, so it's great because and that's a big reason Elon could get behind or kind of engage with this token, is because they're going to be supporting monkey rehab, and because monkeys are constantly going through these lab experiments and stuff. So that's one good thing you can feel about being in this, is you're actually going to be supporting monkey research or rehabilitation, rehab, okay? So that's one thing to keep in mind, and that's one major reason why Elon may even actually engage or, kind of help this out. So keep that in mind. So there's a lot of amazing core ingredients here. Now you have much greater leadership. Now you have me and Lix on the inside helping make major decisions. We have 2 signatures of the marketing wallet, so the money for the marketing wallet is going to go to where it needs to go, and it's not going to just be run off with, okay? So I truly believe that this is the one, this is the next one that's going to do minimum 20 to 30x, to 100x, to 1,000x. And let me tell you something, guys. So Optimus had a rough first month as well. Optimus is another Elon meme coin that is doing well so far. Basically, they got above a 30 million market cap, and everyone now is talking about how this is the next meme coin to make it to $1 billion, right? So basically, once you cross that 30 million market cap level, a lot of people, right, the perspective changes. The perspective becomes, oh man, this is still going to do another 30x from 30 million to 1 billion market cap. And it honestly does seem fairly likely that this can make it to $1 billion market cap in a full-on bull market. Okay, so these guys have a 6% tax. Okay, keep that in mind. Our basically Monkeys launched community token, this relaunch V2 version, is going to have for the first 20,000 transactions, it's going to have 3%, 3%. So it'll be the same as this, but what it's going to do is it's going to taper off into 0.25%, 0.25%. Okay, it's explained here. So 3% tax for the first 20,000 transactions, and then it's going to be lowered to 1% tax in, 1% tax out until 100,000 transactions. After that, the final tax will be 0.225%. So you can see the tax for the coin is going to actually taper off and go lower the more, basically once this gets off the ground running and the legs are beneath it, okay? So that's a clear demonstration of not greediness, like the opposite of greed, right? It's going from initially in the beginning, right, to then as it gets its legs beneath it, bam, less and less tax, and we're going down to 0.225%. We've done that. We've made that decision collectively as a community of fucking monkeys. 69 members, okay? In their original Telegram, there was 2,000, but like I said, the Chinese farmer deleted that Telegram where we had over 2,000 members in there, right? So collectively, we've decided that this is what's best, and that's what the community decided to do, and that's what's going to be done, okay? So, yeah, what I want you to know is basically once you cross that 30 million market cap, with a strong meme, community, and narrative, the perspective shifts to, oh my God, this is going from 30 million to 1 billion. Well, I truly believe that we have the ingredients for the same exact thing to happen to monkeys, where we're at 1 million right now. I think we're inevitably going to cross 30 million. And as we cross 30 million, with this strong meme, Elon having his Twitter list, and with the sustainable contract, basically like Floki, that once we cross 30 million, it's going to have all the ingredients where people are going to believe, holy shit, this is past 30 million. This is going to a billion now, right? Kind of like how Optimus is playing out, kind of how Floki has played out in the past. Okay, so yeah, guys, any tokens you have right now on this contract on V1, what you'll want to do, okay, because V1 is going to be fucked in 24, 25 hours, right? You kind of have no choice but to take the leap of faith here, okay, and send your V1 tokens to the V2, or to the deployer that is going to send you the V2 version of the token as it sells off the V1 version of the token to gain Ethereum for the next liquidity pool of this token. Once again, we're going from this to this. I hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, an upgraded, more sustainable contract, new leadership, and basically a community run. All these decisions have been made by the community. Now that this fucking Chinese farmer dumped on everyone, guys, I'm telling you, monkeys right now. You see this? Do you see this buying pressure? Do you see the hype here? Okay, and do you see that there's over 2,000 holders in the first week, guys? You don't see coins get over 2,000 holders in the first week like that unless it has serious potential. The hype was real, okay, and it is real. It is real because, like I said, you can literally go to Elon Musk's Twitter. Okay, you go to his Twitter, and you go right here to his list, and he has a list called monkeys. Okay, he has a list called monkeys, and he's been going on Twitter Spaces telling everyone the importance of lists. Okay, so he's been telling everyone the importance of lists, this feature on Twitter. Yet his only list on Twitter is called monkeys, right? So it's a massive meme, and some are saying it's a guaranteed probability he's going to post monkeys on there. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm estimating it's over a 70% chance we're going to see Elon post about monkeys at some point. And just like he posts about, Shiba Inus, and that freaking sends the coin to the moon, and just like he sends pictures of Dogecoin, and that goes to the moon, the same thing is going to happen here, is my thesis, with a list called monkeys. Whether that's him posting about Neuralink monkey experiments, whether that's just him with a weird monkey obsession, like he has an obsession with Dogecoin and stuff, the point is, a community is forming around that, a meme coin is formed around that, and just like Dogecoin has pumped because he posts Doge, just because Shiba Inu has pumped because he posts freaking Shiba Inu, and Floki because that's his dog, the same thing I believe is going to happen here. Basically, it has massive virality potential, massive meme potential, and basically it's led by the thesis of Elon Musk and his list. So there's massive potential here, guys. And that's why at a million market cap, this can cross 30 million, and once that happens, everyone's going to think this is going to a billion. Okay? Crazy, 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 crazy opportunity, because that's literally 1,000x. Guys, you could, right, put $1,000 in, come back to this, and it could literally be worth $1 million. Like, that's not even a joke. It's not guaranteed, it's not likely, but there is a real chance. There's a real chance of that happening here. This is your best chance, in my opinion, we've ever seen. If you heard about the Chinese kid who put $100 in Bitcoin. You heard about the Chinese kid in college who put $1,000 in Dogecoin, right? You've heard these stories before, but you were never part of them. Well, I truly believe, based on all the ingredients, based on everything I'm seeing, based on the virality, meme potential, based on Elon having this list called monkeys, based on the potential of him posting about monkeys just like he's posted about Dogecoin and Shiba Inus, this is that next coin, right? It makes a lot of logical sense. And in a speculative environment where people are speculating and throwing their money into meme coins, we are in a bear market right now where people are not really speculating that much. So you are front-running the attention, you are front-running the virality, you are front-running Elon potentially posting monkeys on this list, you're front-running potential Neuralink monkey test. Like, you're front-running so much potential viewership, so much potential eyes, so much people that could catch on to this, just like they caught on to Shiba Inu and Floki, right? Because those were Elon related, and Dogecoin, right? So there's so much upside potential, and it's truly a crazy opportunity. So guys, once again, I'm repeating, you'll go to the main Telegram channel. You will check out the pin message here. This right here is the address that we're going to be sending our tokens to. I'm going to do it right now live with you. Like I said, this is either going to be a public embarrassment or a literal public legendary fucking play in the making. And I have to take that risk, right? I have to take that risk that I will lose my money or I'm going to fucking make it big here on this trade. It's a crazy trade with crazy upside. The only thing you can control as a trader is how much you risk. You cannot lose more than you put in. It's not possible to lose more than you put in, right? So let's get to it. Let's get with this migration process. I'm going to show you guys it right now. Okay, so just to give you a nice interface here, I really like 1inch.io. It's got a really nice interface. It's super easy to use when you're swapping tokens, but you do not need to send tokens from here. But I just want to show you the balance. I want to show you, I'm literally sending $17,000 to this address right here, guys. Okay, so this is either public embarrassment, a public loss, or the fucking trade of a lifetime, I truly believe. You know, I truly believe this is going to 20 to 30 to 50 to 100 to 1,000x. We may literally look back on this in the future and you're going to think, holy shit, that guy fucking nailed it. What a legendary call. What a legendary trade. Or you may look at it, you know, later and you may think, oh, goddamn, that was an embarrassment. That was an L. And you know what? That's a trade. You can't win every single trade. But what you can do is calculate your risk, understand how much am I putting in, and I cannot lose more than what I put in. So let's do this, guys. Let's send this monkeys right now to this address. Okay, holy crap. Okay, let's copy and paste this. I said holy crap because I noticed I was missing the last letter there on the address. Okay, so bam, let's go. Let's copy and paste this. Once again, you can send from 1inch.io. It's actually really nice. It looks really nice, right? Send all, right? That's one way to do it. Now, the way you guys are going to be probably more familiar with if you don't use 1inch.io is you will go click on your MetaMask wallet. Okay, what you're going to need to do is import tokens, right? So you'll go here, copy this token address, okay, go back here, okay, and like I said, this is a pretty old computer, so it kind of takes a while to load. We'll go press send. I'm sorry. We're going to go import tokens, custom token. We're going to copy that address here, and it's going to show us our monkeys. Okay, so from here, you can send to that address, right? So let's go and copy and paste this address. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to command copy like 3 times. We're going to paste that here, okay? And we are going to send all that monkeys, right? I pressed max, which shows you we're sending all this right here. All that, we're sending it. I'm sending $17,000 to an address here, okay? So let's go back here. Let's send this out. Once again, it's very slow, my computer. We're going to have to redo that because, well, I exited out. Bam, copy and paste that. Let's double check the address, guys. So 0x88, 0x88, ABCD. ABCD max, and we're going to send that over. $7 of gas, here we go. Okay? So, once again, I am putting trust in the community. I'm putting my trust in this, and that could not pay off. It could get scammed, and we could lose. But the opposite of that is you can make 20x, 30x, 50x, 100x plus here, and that's just a trade. That's the risk you accept when you are entering a trade, and you do what you will with that information, right? So bam, that monkeys has now been sent to this address that is in the official monkeys community, guys. Go join this Telegram now. Find this message for yourself. Make sure you send the tokens to the right address, okay? And hopefully I'll see you on V2 on the other side. I think it's gonna fucking explode. And now at this point, guys, right? Me and Lix have 2 signatures in the of the marketing wallet. Now you have people with good intent, I believe, behind this, and this will prove to you truly, if we make it over to V2 and migration is successful, that shows you. Okay, Monkey Man here could literally scam you. He could scam all of us right now. We just send money to his contract that he's deployed. He could scam. He could run away with that money, and we'll never see it again. Right? So he could do that, and so by choosing not to do that, he will prove. Right? He will prove the good intent behind this project. He will prove that he could have taken that money, he could have ran, and guess what? He didn't. He delivered on his word, and he made the V2 a reality, just like Floki did. So like this is a crazy test here for the community, for everyone involved. Migration goes successful, you're gonna have such a strong core of people who were here through this migration process, who took a leap of faith and trust. Okay, came out on the other side, survived a literal Chinese farmer rugging the V1 version. Okay, and as a community came together and made it happen. It persevered and came out on top. And that's why I truly think we will see this 20 to 30 to 50 to 100x to even 1,000x. Because this is that coin. This is that, it is that meme. Right? Once again, once you understand, Elon posts about Dogecoin, that shit rips. Oh, Elon posts about CumRocket, that shit rips. Elon posts about Shiba Inu, that shit rips. And guess what? He's got a monkeys list. He's very likely to, one, be doing clinical trials and freaking lab experiments with monkeys, with Neuralink. And like he's been stressing to Twitter, it's important to use the list feature on Twitter if you want to get a specific information about a topic. Well, he has made a list about monkeys. Okay, so it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear why this has so much upside potential. I don't think it takes a genius to realize it. What it takes, though, is correct sizing. Putting an amount you're comfortable with, right? Putting an amount that you are happy with. Understanding the risk and the reward. So V1 version of this contract will go to shit like this one right here for Floki. We want to make it over to V2, get our V2 version of the tokens with an extreme core community that is going to be, you know, absolutely battle tested and through it all on a more sustainable contract. So guys, that is my update to you. That is how you do it. That's how you migrate over to V2. Like I said, guys, we have to assess the situation and consider, do these people have good intent or not? What I do know is whether they have good intent or not, guys, let me tell you something. Monkeys V1 is fucked because as a community, collectively, we have decided to trust the migration of V2. Meaning all tokens sent over to get migrated to V2, well, those are going to be dumped onto V1. Okay? And once those are dumped onto V1, this will be like this. And we will be hopefully moving to this. Does it make sense? So guys, that's a super in-depth breakdown. I hope that all makes sense. That will catch you up to date if you were not in the Monkeys Telegram and you have not been up to speed on what's been going on. It was long. It was 40 minutes. But man, I hope you appreciate the transparency. You appreciate that. Look, guys, I'm human. I'm just like you here, making the choice and judgment to trust, okay, one, the community and the migration process, and this guy right here to successfully migrate us from V1 to V2. It's a very unique trade. It's a very unique situation, but I believe it's the type of situation, it's the type of community, and it's the type of meme that can go on and do 20, 30 to 50 to 100x. And as I tell people, everyone's cool risking $10 to make $200, but you see, not everyone's cool risking $50,000 to make $1 million. You see, it all just comes down to your risk. It all comes down to where are you at. But like I said, if everyone's willing to risk $10 to make $200+, okay, then that just shows you the bet, the trade, it's a good one. It's a fair one. It makes logical sense. Now you just need to make sure your position sizing, the amount you put in, lines up and matches, right, with your, your risk tolerance as well as what you're able to put in. Because once again, if you believe risking $10 to make $200+ on it, and you believe that's a 70% chance of happening, okay, but then you just need to pick an amount that makes sense, okay? So guys, follow me on Twitter. I'll try to keep you updated there on any further updates. Make sure you're following the Monkeys Telegram. He is doxxed. He's in Connecticut. So it's not going to end well for him if he scammed everyone here. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so that's another positive on the side of all Monkeys holders here. Yeah. And guys, he's in voice chat right now. You can go talk to him. You can test him out yourself. You can talk to him. I will be on those voice chats today, talking to people, communicating the process. Okay, and yeah, I'm telling you, it would not be good for him. if he scammed and ran away here, because a lot of people would be after him, right? Let's keep that in mind. At the same time, we can't control him. Should someone be stupid enough to do that, run away and basically take the money and run, hey, it's not going to be good for them. It's not a smart decision, and it's not a logical decision, and it's a decision that's probably going to get you really fucked. So I trust him. I've talked to him. I've spoken to him in voice chats. Okay. You can go talk to him yourself and make your own judgment. But at the end of the day, V1, it's going to migrate over to V2. The community has collectively decided that, so you have no reason not to attempt your migration from V1 to V2, guys. I wish us all the best of luck. I wish us all a 20 to a 30 to a 50 to a 100 to a 1000x, because I truly believe, guys, if I didn't believe that, you think I'd fucking waste my time here? You think I just sent you think I would just send out $17,000 to a contract like that? Nah, of course not. If I didn't truly believe we were sitting here on a 20, 30, 50, 100x to a 1000x opportunity, that that $17,000 I just sent, that could be worth on a 20x, 400K. On a 50x, $1 million. 100x, $2 million. And this is a legendary trade, in my opinion. We're going to come back to this in the future. We will see if I was right. We will see if I was wrong. Okay? There's a lot of things we can't control. The one thing we can't control is how much do you put in. If you're willing to risk $10 to make $200, okay, cool. It's a good bet. It's a good trade. But then just decide, what's the correct amount for you? I don't know that answer for you, right? You know that answer. But the bet makes sense. The trade makes sense. The meme ability is there. Elon is there. The Twitter list is there. The community is there. Battle tested, freaking sold into and dumped into by a 26-year-old Chinese farmer. It's been through it all. And this is going to lay, in my opinion, the core foundation, strong leadership, a sustainable contract, and everything that this meme is going to need to absolutely explode and go viral in the future. Guys, we may be looking back on this like a fucking legendary trade of the century. Or, hey, maybe we lose a little. But it's worth the risk, in my opinion. If it's worth it to risk $10 to make $200, then hey, maybe it's going to be worth $1,000 to make $20,000+ for you. But that $1,000 could literally be $1 million, guys. You don't think this can go to 800 billion or 800 million or $1 billion market cap? Because once again, Dogecoin went to 80 billion or 100 billion. Shiba Inu went to 80 billion. Floki Inu went to 3 billion. And why? Well, because Elon tweeted Shiba Inu's, Dogecoin, and he tweeted those animals. That's just how it is, guys. It's fucking crazy. But crazy opportunity comes risk, and it comes crazy, and crazy reward comes with that as well, guys. This video's been long enough. I hope I've done a good enough job of explaining to you the process. Once again, come join the voice chat. Come join the community. Come join the voice. Talk to us. We'll be there for you for the next 25 hours to help you with the progress in this migration. Guys, I hope you know I have the best intent here to help everyone hopefully make 20 to 30 to 50, 100x plus here. At the end of the day, I cannot control this guy. I cannot control everything, just like you can't either. The only thing we can control is our analysis of the situation, our judgment, and how much we put in for the reward potential. All right, guys, drop a like, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm going to try to run a Twitter Spaces today. Answer any questions you have there. Be there for you guys today on this migration process, on what could and likely is going to be the next fucking biggest play of a lifetime. I truly believe that, or else I would not fucking waste 50 minutes of my time explaining this shit to you guys. All right? We're going to have a super strong core community behind this. The meme ability is there. The meme is there. Elon's there. The Elon list there on Twitter is there. Everything is fucking there. Final thing that I forgot to say, guys, is yes, you can buy this current contract, right? You can buy the V1 version, but you need to make sure that you migrate V1 monkeys over to V2. If you can't do that in the next 24 to 25 hours, don't do it at all, right? Don't buy this. Just wait for V2 to launch, okay? But there are some benefits to buying V1 and converting that to V2. I'll explain to you why. So currently, there's a 500 billion supply. Now, do you really think that 100% of tokens will be migrated in the next 24 hours? Someone is, unfortunately, is probably going to be on vacation. Someone is going to be out camping for 3 days and not going to be at their phone. It's just the unfortunate reality. right? The reason the window is only going to be 24 hours is because the longer that window is, the longer people are going to have an opportunity to try and develop scams around this migration process and try to get you to send your coin to them and try to steal your money. The shorter overall 24-hour window seems to be the sweet spot where there's enough time for people, but also not enough time for people to get scammed from other people who can develop these scams and try to take your money. So I tried to argue for 48 hours, but the community decided 24 hours was the time they wanted to go with, right? So, my input was 48 hours would be good, but the community has chosen 24 hours. It is what it is, okay? So yes, you can buy V1, migrate over to V2 by following that address that I just showed you, right? Which is going to be pinned here in the Monkeys community. Now, keep in mind, right, let's say out of 500 billion coins, right, for math purposes, we'll say that half of those get migrated over to V2, which means V2 supply, for example, could be 250 billion tokens. Now, imagine right now, today, you have 5 billion Monkeys tokens, which is 1% of the total supply, right? So if you own 1% of the supply right now on V1, you migrate your 1% of supply over to V2, but not everyone migrates over to V2. You now have 5 billion out of, before it was 5 billion out of 500 billion. But on V2, guys, you will have 5 billion out of 250 billion that was migrated, for example, right? If half of the coins migrated. So now you went from owning 1% of the supply to owning 2% of the supply on version 2 Monkeys, because unfortunately some people missed the conversion process from V1 to the next contract. It has to be done. It has to be done for a more sustainable future for the token. And we can't just think about the 2,000 holders here. We also have to think about holders 3,000 to 100,000 plus. We have to think about the massive amount of people that are going to be coming, not to this shitty contract, but to the new upgraded contract that is, they're never going to have to worry about this migration process. They'll never have to worry about any of this, right? So guys, hopefully that makes sense. If you own 1% of supply now, you might own 2% of supply post-migration, but you got to make sure you migrate, and you got to have trust that the migration goes well. Otherwise, hey, the safer thing is to, wait for V2 to launch, wait for the migration to be complete, and you can buy in there. All right, guys? All right, I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the voice chats. I'll try to host the Twitter Spaces. I'll try to keep you updated in every possible way that I can. I hope you just know that I have good intent here. I cannot control everything. I cannot control some of these things. Like I said, we all control the risk. We all control our analysis and judgment of the situation and how much we put in based on that analysis. I've explained to you mine. Guys, this could be seriously an incredible trade, and I hope everyone makes a shitload of money. At the same time, we have to be aware of the risk. You could lose your money, right? That is the risk to reward. When people bought Shiba Inu, when people bought Dogecoin, it may have sounded like a stupid investment or a stupid buy. I'm buying a dog coin, look at me. And then the dog coin goes up 1,000x. Holy shit, oh my god, this guy's a genius investor of the decade. This college kid turned $1,000 to $1 million. He's on the news, right? It may sound stupid to put your money in a dog coin, but look how well it's worked out in some specific occasions. I think this is a specific occasion that is going to work out incredibly well because it has all the ingredients that I know are needed to go to that level of success. All right, guys, drop a like, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Stay up to fucking date. I don't want you to stay on V1 and not migrate to V2, and then, you're left with a worthless V1 token, guys. Please share this with everyone you know so they don't get left behind on V1. Let's get everyone migrated over as possible, and let's understand the risk that, it could not work out, but it could work out 50 to 100 to 1,000x as well. So if you're happy to risk $10 to make 2,000, then you're probably joining on this trade with an amount that makes sense to you. See you later. Bye.